Laura, can I ask you a question that is a little delicate?
Delicate how? The kind of question that makes me regret accepting this coffee.
Yes, exactly that kind.
All right, I'll take a deep breath, and I'm ready. Go ahead.
Have you ever had the feeling of praying and feeling like no one is listening?
Yes, and I think almost everyone has experienced that moment at least once in their life. That moment when you speak, when you hope, when you share something very personal, and the silence just stays there.
As if the sky were silent.
Yes, not necessarily hostile, not necessarily empty, just silent.
And that silence can be very confusing, because when we pray, we often hope for a clear answer, or at least a little sign.
Yes, something like, I heard you, or a discreet little message.
Or a heavenly email.
Yes, exactly.
With the subject line, your prayer has been received. Thank you for your patience.
Yes, but in real life, it doesn't always work out that way.
No, and that's precisely what we're going to talk about today. In this episode, we're going to explore a very human question. Why do we sometimes pray, and nothing seems to change? And above all, how to maintain hope when answers seem slow in coming.
We're not going to give ready-made answers. No, we're going to explore possibilities, tell stories, think together. Like two friends chatting calmly over coffee.
Yes, maybe a slightly cold coffee. Because the conversation will be very interesting. It happens to us often.
Yes, we forget to drink.
And if this is your first time listening to this podcast, welcome. Welcome to English Simplified All News, a space where we talk about important topics, but with simple words, calm, natural human conversations.
And above all, adapted for people learning English. Because we know that understanding a real conversation can sometimes be difficult.
So here we take our time. We speak slowly. We explain with examples. And above all, we try to create a comfortable atmosphere. A bit like a conversation you listen to in the evening, while relaxing.
For those who don't know us yet, my name is Laura.
And I'm Alex. We're neither professional philosophers, nor famous theologians.
We're simply two curious people who like to think about life's big questions, and share these thoughts in a simple conversation. Because sometimes, profound questions need to be discussed simply.
And you, listening to this podcast, you're also part of the conversation. Maybe you're listening to improve your English. Maybe you're simply curious. Or maybe this question touches you personally. In any case, your presence here is valuable. Because taking the time to reflect is already a courageous act.
But before we begin, just take a second. You can leave a like and subscribe. Not out of pressure, just so we can connect more often. At a relaxed pace. And it gives us the energy to keep producing this kind of content for you. Well said. You know, Alex, there's something interesting about prayer.
What is it?
People rarely talk about their prayers in public.
Oh yes, that's true. Because prayer is often a very intimate.
Yes. It's a moment when a person speaks honestly, without a mask, without performing, without impressing anyone.
I remember a funny little anecdote.
Ah, I like anecdotes.
A child was praying before going to sleep.
Classic.
He said, God, please, let there be no school tomorrow. Then he added, and if that's not possible, at least make my teacher sick.
Very honest. But Alex, aren't you sure that child was you?
No, not at all.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. You know, children often pray with incredible honesty. They don't try to be spiritually impressive. They simply say what they think.
Exactly. But as we grow up, prayers often become more serious.
Yes, we pray for health, for family, for important decisions, for difficult times.
And sometimes, these prayers seem to go unanswered, or at least, without a visible answer.
And that's when some people start to wonder, does God really listen? Am I praying correctly? Did I do something wrong?
Or maybe, is God just silent? Sometimes, too, we imagine that God works like an app.
Yes. You send a prayer, and you wait for a notification. Your request has been approved. Or worse, your request has been denied. You know, learning a language can sometimes feel like this.
How so?
You make an effort, you listen, you repeat, but for a while, nothing seems to change.
Exactly. And then one day you realize you understand so much more.
Yes, like your brain has been working, silently. Maybe some things in life work that way too. So the question becomes very interesting. Why does God sometimes seem silent? Is it true silence? Or a silence we don't yet understand?
That's exactly what we're going to explore in the next part. Because sometimes, what we call silence can hide something much deeper. And that's what we're going to discover together. But first, just take a few seconds to subscribe and like the video because it encourages us to produce more videos like this.
You know, Alex, there's a very particular moment in the spiritual life of many people. A somewhat strange moment, sometimes even discouraging. It's that moment when someone prays sincerely, with all their heart, with a lot of hope, and nothing seems to happen. No spectacular sign, no obvious answer, no immediate change in the situation. And at that moment, a little voice inside starts asking questions. Is anyone really listening to me? Are my words getting anywhere?
Yes. And that moment can be deeply unsettling. Because prayer is often associated with the idea of a relationship. We speak, we hope to be heard. And when that relationship seems silent, we can feel a kind of spiritual loneliness. As if we were speaking into an empty room. And I think many people don't always dare to say they feel this way, because they're afraid it will seem like a lack of faith.
Exactly. Many people think that experiencing this silence is a kind of spiritual failure. As if a believer should always feel a clear, constant, reassuring presence. But in reality, the experience of silence is part of a spiritual journey of many people in different traditions. It's almost a phase that many go through at one time or another.
And what's interesting is that this silence isn't always a rejection. Sometimes, it's simply a period when the answer doesn't come in the form we expected. Because often, when we pray, we've already imagined what the answer should look like. We have a specific scenario in our minds.
Yes, it's very human. We pray for a solution, and we imagine exactly what the solution will be. We pray for a job, and we imagine a specific call from a specific company with a specific salary.
Yes, and sometimes we even imagine the office with the window and the coffee machine. The coffee machine is very important, essential for inner peace.
But when the answer doesn't fit this scenario, it can feel like there's no answer at all.
I'm thinking of a story a friend told me. He was looking for a job for almost a whole year. For months, he sent out applications, went to interviews, and prayed a lot. And for a long time, nothing happened.
It's a very difficult situation because the uncertainty is often harder than the failure itself.
Yes. And one day, he said something to me that really struck me. He said, I don't know if God isn't answering, or if I'm simply in a period where the answer is taking shape.
That's a very interesting way of looking at it, because sometimes we imagine the answer as an instantaneous event, whereas some answers take time to appear.
Exactly. And several months later, he finally found a job, but in a completely different field than he had initially envisioned.
And was that a good thing?
Yes. In the end, he realized that this job suited him much better than what he had originally been looking for.
So perhaps the answer wasn't a no, but rather a not yet, or a not as you imagine it. Alex, you know, time plays a very interesting role in the spiritual life. In our modern culture, we're used to immediacy. If we send a message, we expect a quick reply. If we order something, we want fast delivery.
Yes, 24-hour delivery has become the norm, sometimes even less. And when something takes time, we get the feeling that something isn't working.
But the important things in life often take time. Relationships, trust, healing, and sometimes also understanding. I remember a very funny prayer I heard once.
Oh, tell me about it.
Someone was praying and saying, "Lord, give me patience."
Classic.
Then he added, "But please give it to me quickly."
Yes, Patience 2.0 is probably the most contradictory request in the world. But there's another interesting perspective. Some spiritual traditions say that silence isn't necessarily an absence, but sometimes a space.
A space.
Yes, a space where a person can reflect, grow, learn something.
A bit like a teacher who asks a question, then gives the student time to think.
Exactly. If the teacher immediately answers their own question, the student learns nothing.
That's a very beautiful image. I'm thinking of a woman I met while traveling. She was going through a very difficult time. She had lost her job, and on top of that, she had to take care of a sick family member.
Oh dear. So a lot of pressure all at once.
Yes, and she told me something very simple but very profound. She said, "I don't understand what's happening in my life, but I keep praying because prayer reminds me that I'm not alone."
Wow, that's beautiful. Because it shows that prayer isn't just about asking for a solution.
Yes, it's also a relationship, a moment of connection. And for those of you listening, especially our English learners, there's an interesting idea here. Sometimes we learn a lot, even when we don't realize it.
Yes, your brain listens, absorbs, analyzes, even if you don't understand every word. And one day, something changes. A sentence becomes clear. An expression becomes familiar.
As if your brain had been working in silence, a bit like certain things in the spiritual life. In the next part, we're going to explore something even more interesting. Why some people say they've found hope even during these periods of silence. How to continue believing even when we don't understand everything. And how certain difficult experiences can sometimes transform our perspective on life.
Because sometimes, silence isn't the end of the story. It's simply the beginning of another part of the journey. You know, Laura, what I find fascinating about this question of God's silence is that many people imagine faith as a kind of very clear, very bright path, almost without any shadows. As if believing always meant feeling an obvious presence, a precise direction, a quick answer. But when you listen to people's real stories, you often discover something much more nuanced, much more human.
Yes, and it's important to say this, because many people think they're the only ones experiencing these moments of waiting or doubt. They think, if my faith were stronger, maybe I'd feel a clearer answer. Whereas in reality, waiting is part of almost everyone's experience at one time or another.
And this waiting can be strange, because it's not just the absence of an answer. It's also about continuing to move forward in daily life, while the question remains open somewhere in your heart.
Yes, life goes on. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you meet people, you do the ordinary things of the day. But inside, there's this question that remains, a bit like an unfinished conversation.
Exactly. A conversation where you've spoken, but where the answer still seems to be on its way.
Waiting is something we all experience in life, even outside of spirituality. For example, when someone is waiting for medical results, or when someone is waiting for an important answer for a project. These are times when time seems to work differently.
Yes, time almost slows down. Every day seems longer than usual, and every little detail takes on more importance.
Because the mind is constantly trying to interpret signs.
Yeah, you suddenly become an expert at interpretation.
Exactly. If someone looks at you a certain way, you wonder if it means something.
Or if your phone vibrates, your heart beats a little faster.
Because maybe that's the answer what you're waiting for.
I remember a student I met a few years ago. He was trying to get a scholarship to study abroad. It was very important to him because it could change his whole life. For months, he waited for an answer. And during those months, he prayed a lot.
I can imagine how intense that was.
Yes. And one day, he told me something very honest. He said, "The hardest part isn't the waiting. It's the uncertainty."
That's very true. Because uncertainty leaves a lot of room for the imagination. And the imagination isn't always very optimistic.
Yes. Our brains are sometimes very creative when it comes to imagining the worst.
I think waiting also reveals our personality.
How so?
Some people become very philosophical, and others become very impatient. And what's more, some people eat a lot of snacks while they wait.
Yes, the "I'll think with a cookie" strategy. Or 2 cookies. Or the whole pack.
Deep thinking sometimes requires a lot of chocolate.
But there's also an interesting idea that many people discover later. Sometimes waiting itself produces an inner change.
Yes, because waiting forces us to reflect, to ask ourselves questions, to examine our motivations.
It also forces us to slow down. And in a world where everything moves so fast, slowing down can be very difficult. But sometimes very necessary.
Yes. Some people say they learned more about themselves during periods of waiting than during periods of success.
It's paradoxical, but it often happens.
Perhaps we sometimes imagine prayer as a kind of button. We press it, and something happens immediately.
Yes, a kind of mechanism. But if prayer is a relationship, then things work differently. In a relationship, not everything is instantaneous. There are moments of speaking, and moments of silence.
Moments of understanding, and moments of confusion.
This reminds me of a very simple story. A man prayed every day to win the lottery.
Oh no! I can already sense the end of a story.
For years he prayed, "Lord, please, let me win the lottery."
And?
One day he complained, "Why don't you ever answer my prayer?"
And the answer?
"Bah! Because you never buy a ticket."
Sacred Alex, sometimes the answer also implies an action. I think this idea of waiting can also resonate with the people listening to us, and especially those who are learning a language.
Yes, because learning is often invisible for a long time.
You listen to episodes, you learn words, you make an effort, and for a while, you feel like you're not making any progress. Then one day, you understand an entire conversation. And you think to yourself, something has changed. But this change was built during the periods when you felt like nothing was happening.
So perhaps the question isn't just, why does God seem silent? But also, what might be happening within us during this silence? Because sometimes, the transformation is internal before it is external.
You know, Alex, after this whole conversation, I realize that this question of God's silence is perhaps one of the most human questions there is. Almost everyone who reflects on spirituality, faith, or simply the meaning of life encounters that moment when they ask themselves, why do I feel like my words go up, but nothing comes back down?
Yes, and what's reassuring in a way is that this question isn't new. Entire generations before us also went through these moments of doubt, waiting, and silence. It's part of the human experience. And sometimes, simply knowing that you're not alone in experiencing this can already bring a little peace.
Yes, because ultimately, prayer isn't just a list of requests or a way to get quick answers. It's also a way to open your heart, to share your worries, your hopes, your fears. Even when the answer doesn't come immediately, this moment of dialogue remains precious.
Exactly. And perhaps one of the things many people discover over time is that some answers don't always come in the form we imagined. Sometimes, The answer isn't a spectacular event, but an inner transformation, a new strength, or simply a peace that gently emerges amidst the uncertainty.
And sometimes, too, silence teaches us something very important: patience. In a world where everything moves so fast, learning to wait can seem difficult, but it can also help us look at life with more depth.
And above all, there's this simple yet powerful idea. God's silence isn't necessarily an absence. Sometimes, silence is simply a moment when something is being prepared, a moment when a story continues to unfold, even if we don't yet see the next page.
And you listening to this podcast today, perhaps this question resonates with you personally. Perhaps you're going through a time of waiting, a time of uncertainty, a time when some answers seem to be delayed.
If that's the case, just know this: you're not alone in this experience. Many people go through these periods, and these periods don't define the whole story.
Sometimes, the quietest moments also become the moments when something new begins to grow within us.
And even if the answers aren't yet visible, the story may not be over.
We'd like to ask you a simple question. Have you ever felt that God was silent, or that your prayers were going unanswered? And what helps you cope during these times?
If you'd like, just share a sentence in the comments, even a very short one. We really read your messages, and it creates a kind and helpful conversation between us all.
And if this episode brought you a little peace, or helped you put words to what you're feeling, you can leave a like and subscribe. Not out of pressure, just so we can connect more often in a relaxed way.
And if you're listening to this podcast to learn English, we also want to tell you something. Keeping listening, even when you don't understand everything, is already progress.
Because your brain learns silently, little by little, like many important things in life.
Thank you for spending this time with us. Really, we know your time is precious, and we're happy you shared it with us. Take care of yourself, move at your own pace, and remember that life's big questions sometimes simply deserve a calm conversation.
We'll see you very soon for a new episode. And until then, take care of your body, your heart, and see you tomorrow.